Sophie. I'm Sophie Messager. I'm a doula, antenatal educator and healer in Cambridge, UK. And today I want to talk to you about why I teach Closing the Bone, what is Closing the Bone and why I teach it and why it's important to me. So Closing the Bone is a traditional postpartum massage and ritual and healing technique which I learned from somebody called Dr. Rocio Alarcon, who is an Ecuadorian shaman and healer and traditional midwife and ethnobotanist from Ecuador. Traditionally, Closing the Bone is done within the first 6 weeks after birth. It's done several times on a woman and it's designed to help her go back to her center and come back to herself, and it's designed to honor the amazing job she's done by growing and birthing a baby. But what I hadn't anticipated is what learning to do this massage led me on this amazing quest of asking everybody I meet from every country, what do you do in your country to women after birth? And I realized it's a tradition that exists all around the world in different forms. There's always an element of body work and closing of the abdomen and hips using a piece of fabric. And beyond that, I started to feel as I heard and collected all these amazing stories of women telling me, a friend from India said, my mum hired this old lady in the village and she came every day and gave me a full body massage for a month. And a friend from Kenya told me how people fought over who would basically cook her food, and all this nurturing, all this, I even found that the English tradition used to have something called churching, during which women didn't really go out for a month and then they would go to church and present their baby to the community. I started to get really angry at what we get in the UK. We get 2 weeks paternity leaves and sleep when the baby sleep, and the loneliness and the lack of nurturing, and the fact that all the presents are only guided, are only geared towards the baby and not the mother. And so I feel very strongly that I want to change that. And this is one of the reasons I teach this, because it has the power to change the attitude of our culture when it comes to nurturing new mothers. I think once women have experienced how amazing it is to be held like this, to be rocked, to have your abdomen and your hips lovingly massaged, it allows you to relate to yourself completely differently. It can be incredibly healing for both positive and less positive birth experience and more. I have found it to be incredibly helpful for loss, and find it to be incredibly helpful to do this ritual for anybody who's going through major life transitions, like those of a woman, like first periods and menopause, and as well as birth. And that's why I teach this, because I really want to change our culture. So if there's something that appeals to you, the next workshops I'm doing are in London, Richmond at the end of the month. I will put a link towards them at the bottom of this video, underneath this video, and I hope you will join me in this postpartum revolution. Thank you.